everyone, and welcome back. We have made it all the way. We're in day number 2 of the group stages, and we are on the 8th heat of 9. I am almost there. I am almost to the bed. I can feel it now. But first, I got to rev it up right now. We got some hype matches still to come, and for this one, we got LGD Gaming taking on NewBee. Myself, KotLGuy, bringing you the English coverage over here on Beyond the Summit 2. And joining me by my side, once again, it's going to be Mr. RyuUboruZ. How you doing, buddy? Have you had a good time flirting there with the admin?
Mahalo. Yes, I have.
Nice, dude. I love how they're just so friendly now. All of a sudden, like, all of us casters were sitting there. And, mind you, folks, we are waiting with you. We are just sitting in there in our little chairs, and we're waiting for the players. Oh, any day now, they might be coming into this lobby. So the casters have begun, like, shooting the crap with each other. You know, hey, how's it going here? And all of a sudden the admins want to get in on it, and they're trying their best to speak English. It's turning into a lot of fun. But enough of that. We got a match at hand here, and, well, we got more Shadow Fiend, and NewBee's going to be able to pick it up. And, Ryu, I don't know if you got to see it earlier. Moo played Shadow Fiend earlier today. It almost feels like 4 days ago at this point, but he had actually tried out that fancy Yule's getup. And unfortunately, it didn't really work out. But we could see it again here, Ryu.
Oh, it could possibly see it here. It could possibly see the fast mech. Or just, you know, the standard Helm of Dominators or something.
I don't think that's the standard anymore, dude. No one does that. No, dude.
Standard is BKB Rush.
Yeah.
That's the old standard. And then, I don't even know what's after that. Probably Butterfly. Or something. And then Satanic, maybe. Something around there.
It just seems to be if he won't have some sort of nice setup, whether it's a Tidehunter or a Magnus or something, that they're toying out with the idea of getting the benefit of the Yules to, you know, be able to get that quick initiation, because you got to remember, mech, it was nerfed in the sense that it costs a lot more mana to use. Sometimes Shadow Fiend needs that precious bit of mana, so it can be a bit questionable at times. But more often than not, the Chinese teams, the Eastern teams, they still love to run the mech, and it's only like the Sumails, the Arteezes, that have really been trying to, you know, take advantage of using the Yules. And at this point, it's a respect ban going against them. So cool stuff.
5 seconds
remaining. Yeah, it's surprising to see a lot of teams just either prioritizing SF bans or Void bans, or here and there just against different teams. We haven't seen an Axe or a Troll this game, surprisingly enough. And well, I guess these teams don't really like it that much. And we see the Disruptor coming through with the Morphling, and well, this could be. I saw it last night. I didn't believe it. Support Morphling, man, but it's still lost.
Right.
It was against EG.
Yeah.
And,
10 seconds remaining.
yeah, it was really funny to see those 5-second or 4.5 second stuns just going out, and the hero can't do anything. And then you have a 2000 HP hero with the, how much does it do? 325 waveform damage. It's not that bad of a strategy. And then maybe if you can replicate a strong hero on the other team that has like a Assault Cuirass or a Vlad's, or, you know, even an Axe on the other team, it could be really effective. So. But the problem is it doesn't have like a reliable stun really early. And that's where you could be hurting on your laning stage phases.
I love the Morphling, though. And I was like talking about it with Blaze, and just the same way, like, it's like when I was first talking about the murmurs and hearing about the Yule Shadow Fiend back at Starladder, it was like, whatever, dude, that's pub strats. That's not going to ever happen. Well, look what happened with that. And then I was like, oh, I heard the murmurs and talking, and, you know, I was checking out, and Hani was running the support Morphling in NEL. We're like, there's some use there. This is interesting. And, of course, there are drawbacks with it, but you know, lo and behold, MMY debuted the support Morphling just yesterday for LGD Gaming. I believe they did end up falling short, but it was a very, very close matchup, and we'll see.
They got Raxus first, and then they just got counter Rax, and then it was just a pretty good game.
Yeah. But, you know, with it, you know, it's a really long instant stun, and it just becomes such a hard support to bring down as it is. And, you know, Axe hasn't actually been picked up here, and if NewBee do grab the Axe, you know, that's a good replicate for the Morphling to use. But I'm just frankly surprised that there's no Axe. Am I seeing no Jug? No, Jug is there. Troll's missing. Where the hell's the Troll at? What the hell's happening here? Where's Vengeful Spirit? Oh, is this Dota? This isn't the meta right now. I better see a Vengeful Spirit Troll or Jug. Yeah, I better see it right here.
Oh, it's gonna happen. I think LGD is gonna be picking up Witch Doctor if they don't Bannon, or they'll probably get, and then probably NewBee is gonna pick up Lion, probably just for the Morphling replica.
Nope.
Wow.
Denied.
NewBee's turn to
No.
pick.
No.
Give me
I guess
Axe.
they don't want.
Give it to me. Well, NewBee is a funny team in the sense that people question how much dedication they had after the glorious TI4 championship. You know, shooting a lot of commercials. They're on the screens. They're, you know, big celebrities. They're big hotshots. Are they actually playing the game anymore, though? But
Yeah, that PR,
you know,
man.
but they come
you gotta do
back,
that.
you know, and
10 seconds
they have a
remaining.
very slow start. They felt like with their one win yesterday, they
5
were like, we'll just do
seconds
the old thing
remaining.
that we used to do in TI4, and it will work. And it did work, but now they come in today and they lose a couple of more, and now they're way down on the bottom. I don't think we talked about their current records, but NewBee is 1-5, and LGD are currently 3-3. So this is quite the surprise, and maybe they're struggling to still find their groove with this meta, because that's unfortunately what comes with Dota sometimes. You'll see one team stride with how a gameplay is had, and just like that, things could change with a patch, and suddenly a team just doesn't
10
quite know how to
seconds
adapt.
remaining.
And I know it's a bit early, but I'm feeling that with NewBee.
It's
5
it's
seconds
reminiscent
remaining.
of Alliance after TI3. They just slowly started falling apart, where they
Reserve
won a
time.
few things here and there, and then just after that they didn't do really anything, and they couldn't get a hold of the new meta game. They couldn't figure things out, so eventually they just, had to change things up. And well, it might happen for a NewBee here, even though they did change a little bit of the roster, and
NewBee's turn to pick.
anything can happen. Anything can happen.
So, as it
I
stands
was
right
right.
now,
Witch Doctor, yes.
there's the Witch
Right.
Doctor. They do grab that support, and they actually prioritize it for now, at least over the Vengeful Spirit. I can't get over that. Mind you, I have the stats right in front of me, for God's sakes. After day one, Venge is at the top as far as pick ban rate, 92.6% of the time. Oh, this
10
hero is at
seconds
least
remaining.
acknowledged, and it hasn't been touched here. This is like
Well, I
seeing
wouldn't
this is an
touch it at
eclipse,
all
people.
again. 5
This is a
seconds
Dota
remaining.
eclipse. Okay?
If you think about it, though, Venge could have worked, but not when the enemy team picks a Chen. And then
LGD
you still have the
Gaming's turn
Disruptor
to
with the
pick.
Glimpse backs, and you have maybe the Spirit Bomb everybody's calling it now with the Shadow Fiend Yule's possibility. So you can't really swap dodge that in the sense. So I don't think Venge is too useful for LGD after seeing the Chen pick most and foremost.
Yeah.
So I just like the Witch Doctor constantly maybe healing up the Morphling. Morphling's already
NewBee's
tanky enough,
turn to
and
ban.
it's looking, Morphling still can be a support, or it could still be a carry.
What else happens is who would play maybe a Tidehunter mid lane? No, I don't know. It's looking
turn
like
to ban.
possibly it
It's
will be the
looking like
support.
morph mid. It looks like maybe a dual lane mid morph, or maybe morph mid and.
Well, they like to leave that bit of
Turn to
mystery
bait
out
thing.
there, and they'll decide with this fifth pick on what they want to do. So, and NewBee kind of need to try to recognize that here. But more about the picks that have been grabbed up. It looks like Banana's going to be able to get his Chen. We saw Chen play already come out today earlier from Big Daddy, but it didn't really work out so well against the Na'Vi squad. You can see the potential there, though. He was very mobile with it, and he even got the early
10
harassment onto
seconds
Dendi in the
remaining.
mid lane, and they came up with 3 quick kills on him. But after that, it
5
just felt
seconds
much
remaining.
less potent. And we'll see here how LGD Gaming want to
Reserve
bounce back
time.
on that. So now they get the center on their side, and LGD Gaming pick up the Bristleback.
NewBee might be picking up a negative armor hero just to deal with the Morphling and the Bristleback. Possibly I could have saw a Slardar coming in. I'm not too exactly sure what their approach is going to be to this, because they kind of need something that
10
adds a lot
seconds
more negative
remaining.
armor than just Shadow Fiend. And, well, that's something else.
LGD
Someone
Gaming's
summoned the
turn
Donger.
to pick.
Got a lone druid here outside of only EG that have ran it with Fear. Okay. Well, this is a push lineup.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you what happened. Like, has anybody picked Lone Druid? Because it's the first time I've seen it.
Fear was the only player I saw pick it up. I'm not sure if it was more than one game, but it was worthy of highlights in itself. He definitely put on a really good showing with the hero, and you got to remember he received a
10
few extra perks
seconds
recently.
remaining.
That bear suddenly got a bit smarter, and it's got mana, so you
5
can utilize
seconds
something like
remaining.
your Mask of Madness, your Necro Book. I believe he in particular went down the road of getting the Maelstrom in the
Reserve
Mjolnir
time.
grab, so that was a lot of extra damage and potency on the bear itself, but Man, oh man, so we're going to get to see the precious Lone Druid here, and this is just looking like
10
a big
seconds
badass
remaining.
kind of a siege assault here. The only thing that just seemed peculiar to me on the
5
side of
seconds
NewBee was getting that
remaining.
early disruptor when there's not really a direct counter, and well, it looks like we will not be seeing the support Morphling. It's going to be a Sylar Morphling as LGD finalized their last pickup by grabbing the precious Crystal Maiden. We haven't seen this beautiful face in quite a while. Maybe an homage to the admin Snow, right? That was the name of the admin, apparently. So
Yeah, and we were just making a lot of Snow jokes in there, and we were just like, "Oh, it's Jon Snow,
it was
maybe
really
kiss
cute.
her. She's Snow White."
It was
Maybe.
cute. It was really adorable. I got sick. It was that cute.
I
so.
know it's awful. But TM's really good for countering out Chen sometimes. But you only get one frostbite for each Chen creep, though. I can see why they want to pick it up, and then constant mana for Morphling and Bristleback, where maybe Sylar doesn't have to
10
go that Lincoln
seconds
Sphere this game.
remaining.
But you're against a disruptor with Glimpse. You might have to go for it in this situation, but if he goes Lincoln Sphere, still Rabbit has his Blink
Prepare
Dagger
for
with
battle.
Centaur eventually, and that could cause some problems with the amount of burst damage that can come out.
And with that, we're going to hop into our 8th of 9 Dota matches here for day 2 of group stage action. It's going to be NewBee taking on LGD. NewBee are down at the bottom of the pits of the rankings right now, which has been a big surprise to everyone, currently sporting their 1-5 record. LGD right there in the middle at 3-3. They want to keep pushing themselves to the top. They're one of the favorites coming into this. So
Could you call them Pit Lords?
Good start, Ryu. Good start. People are leaving now. The viewers are going to begin to go down. No. So, introductions. Let's lead things off. Well, I got LGD. This is the first time I've gotten to cast them in the DAC so far,
30
so I would love to
seconds
take
to
this
battle.
privilege. Sylar, the one and only, is going to be playing his Morphling. MMY just behind. He's going to be on the support CM, and I have to agree with you that Frostbite going against those Chen creeps is going to be pretty sweet. Faith is going to be playing your support Witch Doctor. Yao on the Bristle, man, they are going real deep into enemy territory here to scout things out. Definitely looking to kind of take out these camps and away from Chen, who is similar to what we saw in the previous game against Mushi's Enigma. So with that,
The battle begins.
LGD squad, did I catch everyone? Oh, I missed one person up here. In July is going to be playing your off-lane Tidehunter.
Yep, we got Banana knowing that the enemy went into the jungle because they had this ward scout out, so he's going to be starting up here, maybe getting this creep early on, so really good rotation of him. Playing the Chen, Sansheng coming up top with the Disruptor. Off lane Hao playing the Lone Druid, and where's his bear? The bear's coming, and we got Moo playing mid, Shadow Fiend with Rabbit on the safe lane farming Centaur.
And your Shadow Flame has a couple of shared tangos, and of course that early Wraith Band, and of course the benefits come with your Radiant Side Shadow Fiend is being able to easily burst down some stacks over here. One of them has already been blocked out, but he'll always get that extra bit of side gold. But Ryu, being a mid-lane player, Shadow Fiend going toe-to-toe with a Morphling. Who do you think you would got just on paper alone?
Shadow Fiend, because he has more range on the and as long as he gets level 2 like he has now, he should be doing really well. But he only has one deny. Oh, he missed the raids too, so
Whoops.
it's not going really too well for Moo right now. But I mean, he has the range on Tyler. He can constantly harass him the whole time, which is the good thing. And I just think he's going to be getting more out of the lane.
So, Sylar might need to consider some help. MMY is in the nearby neighborhood here, and he has a hankering for maybe some Chen love in here. So, Chen is trying to do some creeps nearby, but he's going to pull back for now. What did he get? Did he get an Ice Golem? And that Golem is now in mid lane helping out Moo. So, Moo has now got the benefit of +8 armor, and if he ever eats any harassment, I suppose that's going to go back onto Sylar himself, but that's just maybe not the ideal creep you want to harass mid with, but I guess it will help out Moo in the meantime.
Yeah,
Radiant's
it's
bottom
really
tower
useful
is under
just
attack.
for maybe even surviving some games. If he had the chain creep we were talking about, bottom lane, top lane, in July he salved up, he almost got taken down. And I almost missed the first blood, but we did. So,
Bottom lane, top lane. Oh, what was it, last game? Oh, we missed like the
Radiant's
first
bottom
3
tower
bloods.
is under
It was,
attack.
they were so painful, I just wanted to avert everyone's eyes away from the disaster that did unfold. But for now, still relatively calm, 2 minutes in. As you said, in July, he is, well, he's trapped. He's got a big surrounding right here, and even with some Chen
Radiant's
creeps
bottom
nearby, they're
tower
probably
is
sharing
under
control a
attack.
little bit here. But they are going to come in from behind. Can I get a Hadouken? Boop! He's going to bop in July on the noggin, and now he gets trapped with the kinetic field, and they're going to unleash the right clicks here. How and his bear are going to begin to really lay out the assault. Second Hadouken going to be there, and it's Banana who picks up the kill with his little creep. Good work on him.
And it looked like Moo almost got the first blood on Tyler mid, but he was diving, and then CM came in to help, and they're trying to, they almost took this bottom tower. It's really low coming out. They keep on pulling, so Yao and Faith doing a really good job putting pressure on this bottom lane. They know they have to keep down maybe the Centaur just a little bit and apply pressure because they know their top lane's losing.
Centaur is currently 2-0 as far as his off-lane experience, and obviously on the other side you see a lone druid who's taking full control. He's top of the CS, 17-11 now, dominating over in July. In a matchup that he probably hasn't been working with too much recently. Lone Druid has just been in the dark for quite a while. I mean, it's obviously hard to say what happens in these kind of scrims. But
don't look mid. Actually, look mid now.
Okay,
oh,
looking
no,
mid now.
No, the Harpy was there constantly nuking Sylar, and I just felt really bad for him.
So annoying.
But then the CM came in like to help him, and then he just ran the Harpy away.
This was a puppy special and an Ake special for a while. Just get this ugly-faced frickin' bird zapping you. So annoying as a mid laner. Does so much damage, not a lot of mana, not a lot of cooldown.
Bye-bye, it was nice knowing you.
Uh-oh. Dishes out the stun, but it's really not going to amount to much. He gets flanked in the river going for the rune, and your Centaur will drop an LGD to get themselves on the board. MY picks up that own little bounty rune and will walk away, and in the meantime it looks like it was Sylar who picks up that rune. It was an invis that he quickly uses.
Yeah, and he knows the CM is rotating over, so they could even possibly get a kill on the CM. No, who's just clearing out. So at least the CM's doing something, trying to keep down the chin, trying to make sure the Shadow Fiend doesn't get constant free farming. Well, the one good thing is that these jungle camps aren't stacked for the Shadow Fiend to come back for easy things, but right now he's just dominating the mid lane though.
I like MMY always trying to move over and keep tabs with what this Chen is doing, but they do have a ward up there to see what MMY is doing as far as movement, and they see him head back towards bottom, so safe positioning now comes out from Rabbit here. But there goes the coconut. He connects once, and now he pops out the Maldic.
That's Voodoo level 2.
And yeah, we talked about this yesterday, and now you can see the damage is going to begin to build up. He's going to be forced to use the wand. And it will be good enough. We've been waiting for it there, Witch Doctor, and, well, you didn't get it. So that wand saves his life, and he will be able to live on. Steps off. Oh, I thought I heard him pop out the heal, but no, he's just going to have to wait.
Yeah, that was the clarity from the CM, just rotating over to mid lane. But, yeah, that'll teach you kids, you youngins, always buy a magic stick.
Yep.
It's very useful. Just for saving lives.
Oh, here they go, scouting out mid lane, possibly for a grab on the Moo here. And the last time Moo had a struggling start yesterday, his Shadow Fiend really not got to a big badass kind of a dominant force you expect with the way he looks. And the Harpy is like, Sylar, you can get that bounty, but I'm going to zap you on the way.
Oh, Rabbit's going to go down in the jungle. I saw it.
Poor Rabbit got caught out with these two supports on the way back. The Centaur is seriously struggling in the bottom lane. Poor little Rabbit. That's the second takedown for him now. He almost went down just before that. He hasn't really been able to be anywhere in a lane to find a lot of farm. He's still level 3 and only has about 100 gold.
Yeah, and note that they did get the deny on top tower too, Bristleback. So it's, I would say the laning stage is still going in NewBee's favor just because they're winning mid really hard, and they're winning top lane really hard on the lone druid. So I still think it's in their court right now. The ball's in their court, but I mean, yeah, he just got a Vanguard now. So what do they have to stop this tanky Bristleback in these team fights?
That's a good question. We really haven't seen Yao have to really put out some muscle in any fights, and that's going to be a scary thing to think about here in the near future. So for NewBee now, they look to go on the offensive. Moo pulls away from the mid lane, sees Faith, but Faith is potentially on the way out. It's nighttime, mind you, so their vision is already pretty limited as it is. They're getting brief glimmers here. Onto the bear, they throw out the cask, but MMY will pull up TP and make his escape, and it looks like it's going to be a big NewBee rotation to not get a hold of anyone. Poor little Disruptor. He does have level 3 glimpse, but he couldn't quite get close enough to get a hold of anyone.
It was a really good job of NewBee though, just rotating, trying to take back their jungle, making sure that Chen can get level 3. He's been level 2 for 7 minutes now, almost going on the 8-minute mark, and he needs to get back into this game. And right now though, the Disruptor, Sansheng, making he's almost level 6 though. So.
Oh, he might have to wait longer. Here comes LGD. They're smoked up and they got a Ravage ready to use, and they do scout out Sansheng, and now they got the Malik. He is done for. Easy quick pick and good use of that
coming
smoke.
In with the haste rune though.
Oh, here he comes. Wow, look at him fly. Like a bat out of hell. Trying to get a hold of anyone in his wake. MMY's there, and there goes the raise. There goes the right click, and meanwhile they're able to bring down Chen. LGD trade. For now, they benefit getting down 2 for the exchange of 1. And that's my tomato. Sylar's able to grab up that extra little neutral, and Hao is playing a dangerous game with this farm right here. He gets pinged out. They still haven't used the Ravage. Oh.
Yeah, they might can use it here. He doesn't have enough for Maledict and Paralyzing Cast, but I don't think he needs it. Yeah, there's the Ravage and the Cast.
He shifts. Ravage is going to be there. And now both Faith and In July just easily muscle down Hao. And a killing spree for your Witch Doctor. He is going to get rich real quick. I love him. Oh, yeah. That's the worst when he beats your ass and he says that. You're like, oh, yeah, you shut up.
It's like, yeah, he just came and he conquered in many different ways. And Banana's about to get conquered here. Oh, this guy.
Oh, this bird. Damn it, bird. Oh, God. Oh, the lockdown. That is just for an easy setup and another very happy grab. Faith, this Witch Doctor play. Certainly coming into high tier here. Now, 6-2. LGD look real sharp, and for NewBee, still trying to find their way. And their jungle constantly threatening to pose MMY. These are my creeps. And this is looking like
Yao hasn't even came to a team fight yet. That isn't even the most scariest thing. They're just controlling them with 4 heroes or 3 heroes because their supports are so good at roaming and making space, because Banana, he's just not been able to do anything. Sure, Silver and Shadow Fiend both have the farm, but they can't do anything without BKBs or items. And well, they just took back the game, it looked like, from LGD.
Oh. Yeah, there's a bristle. Like you said, there's a bristle in this game too. Imagine when he's like, I want to get a part of the action now. Oh, things are going to be rough. He's a guy who loves his long-winded fights, and Lone Druid is also one to really try to get a lot done. With the advantage of having his bear, he's ready to duke it out for as long as it takes. But here we go, mid lane. Banana. Oh, bristle! Oh, crap! Oh, he's going to get glimpsed away briefly, and even the Centaur ult has to come out to save him from that bit of slow. And now with it already being dropped, LGD just go right towards the mid-tier 1 tower. And NewBee have to pull out a couple of stops just to be on the defensive, though. Disruptor still yet to get his level 6. That precious Static Storm certainly could help here, but it looks like he's going to be waiting on the sidelines a little bit longer.
Oh, these are just, okay, LGD are officially, are just badasses. It's just mean. Okay, bottom lane though. Now could be in trouble.
Badasses. Oh, the cast. The bear is spawned and it only helps him out. Oh, God. This Witch Doctor.
That send back of the bear was not the smartest thing, we'll say. But look at the sentries. They dropped 3 sentry wards, and that's what I'm just talking about. That's a dick move, man. Why do you have to do? You don't have to do that. That's just cruel.
Dirty. That is just kicking a man while he's down, kicking a bee while he's down. This is rough stuff. 7-2. It doesn't show it really on the graph, but it feels like LGD are just firm control of this one. You even see In July, these are my ancients. He's going right towards the mechanism, believe it or not.
Oh yeah, they just want to constantly just team fight, and they realize that NewBee can't really team fight with a low-level Chen and without a Blink Dagger on Centaur. But he's waking his way up. That's their that's their comeback mechanic. They have 2 initiates this game. It's the Centaur with Blink Dagger, and then the Disruptor with the Glimpse back. So if they can still get a few pickoffs here and there, they can still burst down some of these heroes.
Moo has been holding on to a good chunk of change here. He's got about 2,100. He could go right for the Blink Dagger, but well, they want to fight or something. It's a bit risky when you got a lot of gold in your pocket, but NewBee at this point desperate to just put another win themselves on the board. They look
They
over, but they're not going to find any LGD members. Rabbit's nearby. In July is stalking him with an Invis Rune, and he takes once, shows himself, insta-gush, insta-ravage, and it's quick work of your Centaur. And now they step back and they'll go for the tier 1. Meanwhile, NewBee have been smoked, and I guess they're going to instead try to go for a trade on this bottom tier 1, but that tower's full. LGD could easily just TP back and go for their own defense. In fact, already on the way is your Bristleback. Oh, see you later, Bristle. Ah, dang it, I forgot a Disruptor was in the game.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. I was surprised that they didn't trade a tier 2 for a tier 1, but they want to defend. They don't have Ravage, and they don't have the mech action on July. And Glimpse, 15-second cooldown.
There's a charge forward coming out from Sylar. Connect field going to be dropped, but they won't be able to entrap him. This tower, which was once full, brought down pretty damn low. Moo's going to go ahead and pop out the big ultimate right there, but he's going to focus fire of this Witch Doctor ultimate keeps them back. But back and behind, MMY eats a little bit of that nuke damage. You're going to see Moo head on back home, and it looks like NewBee are not even going to be able to breach this tier 1, and it's going to get denied and taken away. Sylar's going to be right there to take it down.
Yeah. Alright, Chen, what can you do now? They finally, the Sentry Wards are gone. He has a camp now. He has something to work with. They really need how to get an item. I don't know if he's gonna go. Did he go for the Midas? Oh no, he went for the Midas. So they're gonna be even longer on the wait, and they know they're gonna be doing Roshan here soon for LGD, and then it's just a matter of time before all these tier 2s are gone. And how are they gonna stop them? What is the Shadow Fiend gonna go? Oh, okay, there we go. There we go.
Okay, he's gonna give it another go. It's the Yule's Shadow Fiend, made popular from RTZ and recently Sumail, the young gun prodigy. Moo tried it out last time, but you know, you can say that at that point he was pretty far behind and couldn't really amount to a whole lot. But it's, to be honest with you, Rayo, looking like deja vu. So we'll see.
Yeah, you can't kill 3 of those heroes with it, and then Witch Doctor has an urn plus a point booster. He's got almost 1,000 HP. He can almost kill. Okay, top lane Rabbit had to use that ulti.
Defensive Centaur ult again to just get away from the potential engagement. Oh, they do get the glimpse. MMY sent all the way back. He pulls out a desperate ult, but he will end up getting chopped down. So good snag right there from Sansing to pull up the assist and right into Rabbit's lap. But yeah, let's just go back onto Moo here with the Yules. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have yet to, firsthand see a dominant performance of a Shadow Fiend with the Yules, and I'm anxious to see it here, and I want to see it from Moo. Last time it didn't really amount to a whole lot, and if it doesn't amount to a whole lot this time, I can't help but feel like it's something like, well, I saw this team do it, and we'll try it out. But then again, he could have been working with it in scrims himself. We'll just have to see how we can really make it work here.
He just knows that the Chen is going to be going for the mech, so he's just, why would he go for it? And then, but the Chen has been so far behind this game, so he's like, okay, I could go for either Yules or BKB. Okay, what does BKB do in this situation? It kind of does a lot. Makes you not be slowed by the goo, not have the cast bounces, and then the Ravage if you can get it off before the blink. But you could also say the same thing for Yules. You can Yules dodge the cast, and then you can take off the goo stacks with it, or just stop them. And then you have almost 400 movement speed here now, so I just like it for the movement speed and the constant mana, and then obviously his main purpose is just to get those easy, quick pick-off kills, but I don't know if he can get those this game.
We didn't see it last time, so we'll see if Moo will get that opportunity. For now, he farms down this mid lane. After grabbing that Yules, he's already got 1K thrown together, so he's found himself some farm. He's up there at the top of CES, and third as far as net worth. Top of the net worth, of course, belonging right now to both the Bristle, played by Yao, and Sylar's Morphling, as it looks like LGD are going to look to press this bottom lane. We didn't see it, or at least on camera, but they did snap up that Roche. They have the Aegis now pocketed here. And who has it? Oh, it's Sylar, of course. So with that, they can control the tempo, and they will just kind of go for some tier 2 structures, and it doesn't look like NewBee want to contest. They are smoking.
No, Banana's running into the ran into the tower smoke, so they knew they were going top smoke. It's pretty funny, and Banana's gonna be paying for his life right here. Faith.
The man left behind. Uh-oh, he gets caught out. Faith hunts him down, gets him caught with the Maledict. Meanwhile,
it might be enough. 1, 2, 3,
Sentry. Oh, God.
This is gonna be really
The
close.
damage.
Nah.
I'm okay. So
Top lane though, Ravage. Where'd he go?
he's out of there. Did he Ravage just to make his escape? Well, they're going to go ahead and nuke down and take apart the Disruptor. So nice little snag there for Yao.
He tried to Ravage, I think, the Shadow Fiend. No. But he had a haste rune and he got away. Or he might have tried to Ravage Tau, but no, he didn't, because Tau TP'd above the 2-2 tower.
That was a smoke gank for a tower, and even that didn't work out, unfortunately, there for NewBee. They have left it with just about 250 life. And, well, we are going to have a bit of a pause here as called out here from LGD's Yao. They're having a hookah, apparently, so.
Hookah.
No, I'm kidding. I don't
Do
know.
you
I don't know
smoke
what that
hookah?
meant. No. I'm not in junior college anymore.
Oh. I neither. I'm only 15, though.
Yep.
It looks like haiku to me. Would you write me a poem, KotLGuy?
No thanks.
Why not? If the winds blow between you and me, then there's 3 of us together.
Kyle is a bunch of shit, apparently, and we're going to go ahead and get back underway. So, 18 minutes in, 9-3. LGD have firm control of this one. NewBee are just kind of scrapping around in hopes of getting what they can. Came up unsuccessful in their attempt to nab at least that top tier 2. Looks like Rabbit is still waiting out in this top little hole. He does have his portal scroll here at the ready, but not looking to use it quite yet, and we need to follow it up with a secondary pause, apparently. Okay.
Yeah, if he even pops out of his hole, I mean, he's just going to get hunted down and probably annihilated, so he just needs to keep hiding. And with that Morphling DC, he's got an F-Plate. He's got almost, that's a lot of agility, 130 agility. Okay, but look at the Adaptive Stripe. It's only level 1, level 11 Morphling with the F-Blade. Kind of not that scary.
Oh, hold on a second. Badass posed Kodak moment right now for Moo. Look at his Shadow Fiend. Oh, behold me! As he raises down this bottom lane. I'm hoping for more action, though, from this Moo. I want more Kodak moments with my Yules. We have yet to see it. But
I mean, he could dodge the F-Blade coming out from the Morphling. Get a lot of those big plays in.
yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Well, we're having more DCs. This isn't going well. In July now is going to be temporarily out of here, but all right.
It's
so
like let the bodies hit the floor, man. They're going away.
what else
They're
is
all dying.
happening before we grasp at things to converse about here? We got Yao up here at the top. He's going for the halberd kind of a build on his bristleback, which I don't mind that. Certainly would be very unfortunate there for Moo if he's going to be left without his right click. So that works out well.
Yeah, surprising he didn't go for a Crimson Guard. He didn't go Crimson Guard. Normally you see that on all Vanguard using heroes. And it's pretty helpful against the Syllabear and then the Shadow Fiend right clicks.
That is true. That is true. He can always still grab it, but for now, favors having more meat on the bones, I suppose. Your 1800 life is pretty damn swole at this point. So we do have In July back, so hopefully that's the start of things to get back and underway. How about here on the bottom? We got Hal. All right, he's playing a lone druid. We haven't seen a whole lot of it, and he went with the Midas build, so he's got 2K built up here for now. His bear. It's an extinct panda with just phase boots and an orb of venom. It looks like he's gonna go.
I see what you did there.
What?
A lone druid.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not even gonna give myself credit for that one.
No, I know you didn't see it, but I realized it after you said it.
Do you think a Radiance is gonna be what he wants to go for here?
Come on, it's definitely not against Bristle and a Morphling. Radiance Burn's not gonna really help you at all. He needs to get. I even want. Maelstrom's good for the magic burst damage on these heroes, but he also needs a Cuirass for the bear for the minus armor and the plus armor. Else, just the goo and the right clicks from Morphling later on is just gonna be hurting. So he needs to find a way to get some attack speed and some damage on him.
I also wouldn't mind seeing an AC even on the bristleback. You can also amplify his already minus armor synergy with that viscous or vicious nasal goo, however you want to call it, and also MMY has that medallion, so serious minus armor coming out. And it looks like Sylar has joined us back in this game, so we could get back and underway. Quick shout out to this FNG over here. It's a Wisp FNG. by MMY. I don't know what that says. It probably says, I abuse bugs like the Blink Wisp Tether. I think that's what it says. Bug abuser.
Yeah.
And, of course, everything in the game that can happen is completely fair, but...
Call a curse. Call a curse.
Did he leave again? Well, come on, let's go, Bell. Let's go, fellas. Let's get this back and underway. We got more matches to play, and with that, let's look at the schedule. While we wait for him to unpause this, you can see it right there. Right now, you're watching LGD take on NewBee, and then after that, we have our last matchup of the day over on the far right-hand side of your screen. Na'Vi is taking on Hyper Glory Team, so that's going to be happening after this one. RyuUboruZ will be joining me again for that to take things home, but here we go. Sylar has given us the go-ahead, I think. I don't know what
equal does. Equal.
Equal means maybe no. Maybe no, we're not ready. I think if they don't say G, that means we're not good to go. So whatever equals is, that means hold the hell up.
Maybe it means P.
I went pee.
P?
I peed on myself, and I need to get up and leave.
Why do you need to pee on yourself?
Because they looked at their record. It's.
Oh. That would just be, you just shat on them, and they need another.
It's still early. It's still early. We're in day number 2. So if from here on out,
I see what you did there.
they can stride
Day
on
number
forward.
2. I'm
And
just kidding.
they will hopefully string together a couple of wins, at least for any NewBee fans out there. Okay, NewBee's ready to go. So finally, we are going to get back and underway. And with that said, where did we leave things off? Top lane, they went for that engagement on the tier 2 tower. Oh God, you gotta be kidding me here. Sylar needs something.
We have Rabbit in this hole, and he's gonna be in this hole for a very long time.
Yes,
it's gonna be a long
rabbit
winter.
hole.
The winter is not coming soon.
No. Winter is casting, probably on a different channel.
I should go say hi to Winter.
I think he made a house. These houses. Okay. Oh wait, there we go. Back in it to win it. They move past Rabbit. He's not coming out of that hole. And it looks like maybe LGD instead just advance. Nope, they pull back. Okay. I don't know. Are they coming together? Anyone have a smoke? No? Alright, maybe they're still trying to figure out where they are in this game. That was a bit of a pause. So now, okay, there you go. They're going to look to advance toward this top lane. Oh, they could end up crossing paths with Disruptor here. Nope, Disruptor will be able to walk away. Do we have a ward on this hill? No, we don't. Neither team does. That would be a good one.
You have a ward on the bottom. They see where Sansheng is, and we're just backing up here.
Analyzing the situation. It looks like here goes
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
LGD. And now they will press themselves into this tier 2 tower. They feel pretty confident about their team fight. They don't even have Ravage, mind you. Another 40 seconds. Does NewBee know that, however, over the time of that pause? Blue is going to move forward. He tried to sneak in a deny, but he's not going to get it. It seems like NewBee, it's just not their time to fight quite yet. They're going to look to get a bit more going, at least for Hal.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. I didn't even know Tide Ravage was on cooldown. I didn't even know the last time it was used because of that pause. I just lost all sense of bearing, and maybe NewBee did too, but they're in no position to fight against them right now, especially with the Aegis on Sylar.
It's a hard life for a Chen. Still
Level
trying
5
to
at
get
20
his...
minutes in the game. I haven't seen this in 10 years.
This is Banana we're talking about. Banana, he doesn't normally slip up like this when he plays these kind of jungling heroes, you know. But now he has yet to even experience what the Hand of God feels like. Trying to also throw together that mech. It's a big spell that NewBee certainly would love to have in some of these team fights, but not letting up whatsoever. LGD, they're crossing now towards this mid lane. Moo.
Another Invis rune.
Oh boy.
Kill for
Can't quite see him. Oh, they just go right behind each other. They don't even know. Moo. He doesn't even know it, but he just narrowly escaped danger.
Yeah, that could have been bad. But luckily, dodging a bullet there, and going top lane now, still has the means to scout. They don't have enough backup. Sylar is coming with his image. Okay, Rabbit could be dead here. Could get a solo kill, and Ravage.
Oh, he instantly puts out the Stampede. The Ravage was not committed. Probably for the better. It would have been close, but he could have potentially outran that one. Rabbit will TP himself back home. And still holding that Ravage, LGD rather. Maybe now they could look to make a go, knowing that Stampede is down. That must have been
bottom. No.
Oh, they scouted him. This poor boy. He's just trying to get level 6. Oh, please. The jukes.
He doesn't have a TP.
No.
LGC respawns in 20 seconds, so that's pretty good.
That's good. You won't have a Hand of God, though. And Rabbit needs the heal. Oh, and the Y. Huge raining damage comes down from above. Moose says, I got to get the hell out of here. And July glimpsed back, but Bristle still going to be on the ass there, and he's able to take down San Shang. And more dominance coming out now from LGD. 13-3, and they're going to get ready to put themselves down into the mid lane front gate of the NewBee base.
Yeah, how long does this tower have to live? The nice clearing of the Shadow Fiend, though, they have enough, but here comes the next wave. He won't have double raids for this one, and I lied, he has double raids. Nope. Being cautious, they don't have Ravage, so they can't go up on the high ground. But the Bear tanking the creeps, tanking the attacks, and they have to back off here.
LGD unable to get too much damage inside the high ground there of NewBee, but they'll pull back with what they got for now. And maybe just try to time things out. Get your Ravage back online and at the ready. If you want to play it extra safe, you can see if Roche is going to have a small timer or not. But for now, at least, they congregate themselves, and they'll maybe look to pressure a lane elsewhere. NewBee, what's the game plan for them? And, well, they do have the Maelstrom now thrown together on the Bear, but that is just one weapon and in a war. Oh, God! Bear is getting for a rude awakening. That is some free gold right there. 300.
Yeah, the Bear just got mauled instantly, and they need to make sure it doesn't get gone on the next time. So now they have a BKB on Mu, though. That's their answer a little bit. They have to waste Ravage now if they want to kill him. Or maybe, you know, a cast bounce by Faith, which we've been seeing all game. But speaking of Faith, he went back from Midas. He could have had his... Okay, so this is his logic. I don't have enough levels in my Death Ward to be useful. He would be almost level 10 maybe by the time he puts his Zags. That's how farmed he is.
Okay, that is a very wealthy Witch Doctor, but he certainly deserves all the credit. 4-0, and we saw those beautiful casks earlier taken out on the lone Druid and on Banana. Speaking of the Devil, was able to throw together his level 6 and his mech. But we'll see if it's going to be enough substance to put together any sort of respected high ground defense, which, mind you, they do have a fair amount, especially with someone like Disruptor. If you're trying to juke and jive inside the base and do a bit of a slow siege, you overstep your boundaries just a touch too far, and you could wind up getting caught out with a bad glimpse. And then, of course, on top of that, you have your Static Storm, which can catch you off guard. So, LGD, it's going to be a tough high ground to break, and for NewBee, they need to make sure they can execute it properly. For now, though, they're going to smoke.
Yep, smoking up. Talking about the Chen, even though he's only level 6, he still has the mechanism, which contributes to the heal, and he has the Hand of God, which does do a 200 AoE heal, so he's not completely useless, but he hasn't been able to get any creeps, it feels like, so there's been no split pushing being going on by the Chen recently. And will they get Sylar? He doesn't have an Aegis this time.
Oh, smoke pops as in July is very, very close. There's Sylar. There's the Yules. Are they going to do it? Bang! Oh, Sylar still lives. Ravage is there to be able to follow on up from in July, and Sylar still doing good. Wave forms himself out. The raise is not going to be there, and that is, unfortunately, a very devastating reality there for NewBee on where this game is. They have just committed the Yules, a Static Storm, a big ultimate, the BKB, and Sylar just kind of shrugs it off and walks away.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate that when you cast the Yule Scepter on him, he's able to get off his Strength Morph afterwards, even though the Disruptor ulti was put down. So him able to Strength Morph after that didn't go into their plan. So it's not as effective as what they wanted. They wanted to set up these ganks where Disruptor can immediately silence him coming out of the Yules, but that strategy will not work, and then they don't have enough burst damage for this Morphling. And if you can't burst him there with all your ultis, it's not looking good. Now that he has a BKB.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's something that maybe some of these teams need to consider when they go toe-to-toe with your Secret and with your EG, the Morphling. To that Shadow Fiend, if you know you're going to get that Morph off, regardless if there's even something like a Static Storm there to silence you, that's a nice little bonus. And meanwhile, there is a slow chase happening here onto Hal. There's the cast, the Gus already went off.
Faith actually might die. 1 for 1.
Careful of those quills. Oh, the Bear goes down. Oh, the Root. He's okay. He heals on up. Wow. I guess the early value in that point booster certainly helps. So with that, Faith is able to walk away alive, and they get the kill on Hao, who is, well, trying to be the dark horse for the NewBee squad. And now, with Roche up, LGD get this. I think there's really just not much NewBee are going to be able to offer at this point. Everything just keeps coming up LGD beautifully.
I haven't even seen Centaur in this game, it feels like. I haven't seen Centaur and I haven't seen the Chen. It's just, they got shut down too hard in the early stages of the game. They needed to be the tempo controllers, and then without the tempo controllers, the carries are just wandering around the map, and sometimes they'll get picked off here and there, so they just are trying to find space, but they're not finding it.
I'm hearing reports from Dota TV that's doing that weird camera glitch where it can be stuck in like a zoom mode. Sometimes it resolves itself when I go in that mode and back out, so hopefully that fixes it for you. But outside of that, it's the whole hashtag perfect world things, perfect world servers, etc., etc. But for now, the dream is still alive. 3-14. It's Pi. Oh, Moo gets the Yules off, but obviously it's Yao's Bristleback. He's not going to bother even trying to go any sort of delete button on him. One last snot for you as he's able to walk away, and as we get ready to approach the 30-minute mark of this game, LGD, it's just what they want to do at this point. They still have that Aegis obviously now in the hands of Sylar, and he has got 2k gold in reserve now after completing his BKB after the F-Blade.
Yeah, 2 BKBs on LGD with an Aegis. I think this is almost time to go high ground. They have nothing to go through the BKB, maybe Root. And then SF doesn't have that much physical DPS. He's only hitting for 150. It's not nearly enough what they need. And, well, Tidehunter's been working on his refresher. He's got that almost in 1800 if they really want to play conservative and wait for that. But I don't think they need to.
Ooh, top lane, they make the jump on the Moo with a Blinking Ravage. That F-Blade shotgun blast takes him down. They have to pull out all sorts of heals, but Moo is going to be able to get away with the Stampede on top of that. So they don't get to finish him off. It was damn near close, but they only have to really commit the Ravage for it. While on the other side, NewBee to get him out of there. Hand of God is going to be down. Stampede's going to be down. Did he even have to use the mech? No, he didn't have to use the mech, but a BKB charge on top of it.
Yeah, Chen was finally useful this game, and it just shows you that at least Chen can do something. And split push is going on here in the bottom lane, but Old Despair, he can outrun Yao. So it's fine, fine. Wait, what? There's a javelin on the ground. Faith has it.
Wait, what?
Hey, Faith. Faith has a free javelin. He's,
what? Where did this javelin come from?
That's Yao's.
Oh, he's holding it.
I was just like, I tried to keep reading it.
Oh, for the Aegis? Yeah, he's got a Skull Basher recipe. Okay.
No, Tyler picked it up, but it's
that's
really
right.
funny how it's, I think. Oh, that's what they swapped the TP out so that he could TP bottom and defend.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was hoping to see the first, like, maybe Basher on Witch Doctor, but when he said he had a javelin, and then I was like, did he steal the javelin from the other team?
I thought he might have stolen it. I was like, how could that be possible?
I'm delirious. Sylar eats a couple of bites on the ass there from your lone druid bear, but he's easily available to waveform away. Mind you, he still has the Aegis, and they're waiting for that 30-minute rune. Bounty! Bad luck for him if he wanted to go on a tirade, and that leaves the bottom rune as a boring illusion. So, with that, LGD, still with that Aegis in hand. They see a bear. They want the 300 bounty. And they get it. And of all people, it looks like Yao's going to be able to pocket that extra bit of change. So, LGD, lots of profits still coming their way. Moo had been farming top, and he's going to be forced to BKB and walk on out of there from Sylar. So another charge is going to go down. And if LGD want to push down mid lane, he will not have a BKB available.
Look how many Sage's Master are in the base. Alright, they gave up. What? What? He just bought 5 Sage's Master and dropped them on the ground.
How?
Yes. And then he just wasted like 500, 600 gold.
What? Oh, God. They are... Maybe someone is on a bit of a tilt mode. NewBee. This is not the performance we were expecting, unfortunately, in the DAC. And now they're on the chance of going down to a 1-6 record, being at the absolute bottom. And LGD are going to take themselves above the 500 mark towards 4-3 if they can seal the lid on this one. But it was what? Just yesterday, D going against EG did have the upper hand in a match, taking 2 racks, and it did get turned over, but I don't think NewBee have nearly as much as EG did in that game.
Yeah, EG had they were just lacking the BKB on here. I'm trying to find out a way from move. The best thing is that their high ground defense is really good, but all these heroes are just so tanky.
Immediate self-fuels to get rid of the Eth Blade. Blink in. Oh, I like the cheeky play. A free escape after the stun with that timing, but it's only going to be on Yao, and they can't quite commit for that one. And it looks like the Aegis was used or expired. Am I that delirious that I didn't see it used?
Tyler expired. Yeah,
okay, it did expire.
20 seconds ago.
That was pretty fast as far as timing, but okay. So now they're doing this, of course, without the extra life. LGD, are they going to actually pull out?
Yeah, they got the Chen split pushing bottom with the creep, so they're kind of forced to back. Either they could do the fake back smoke, and it's, well, fruition. It's coming to fruition.
Uh-oh. Ooh, they jump in, they commit the Ravage. He does have the BKB, but he goes down immediately to the shotgun blast of Sylar. That prompts the immediate buyback from him. Still with everything at the ready. LGD take their one pick, and they walk away with that because they force out the extra bit of gold from Moo. Oh, man.
I think they had vision of that smoke, too, because of the ward, and it just went down in the mid lane of Radiant side. They had it, but he really wanted those 2 raises off, and then he didn't get the BKB off in time after the Ravage, because in July perfectly blinked right on top of him, so he'd have to cast it almost instantly. And it was a really nice play from LGD. Fake backing, but probably now they'll just wait back for the Aegis. So now the problem is, okay, there's going to be a cheese and an Aegis coming from LGD with a refresher. So also now you have the Witch Doctor with his Ags and level 13. He's finally got those levels accumulated. Now they might be able to just finally go high ground and just man their way on it.
We'll see if they can man their way all over that one. And for LGD, it's feeling like a game they just eventually have to put the lid on. NewBee still trying to find their way into a comeback play. Well, Druid has got the Maelstrom, Midas, Vlad's, of course, and about 1,400 gold. But on the other side, you see Sylar is able to finish out his Scotty, and the Witch Doctor, he's got his Agnus now. So that Death Ward, that is going to be very, very scary here. So that, to stop the Death Ward, what do we got? Well, we got Disruptor with his Static Storm, Yules, I suppose, on your Shadow Fiend.
He could glimpse immediately when he casts it, and it could help as well, because you have a very long cast range with the glimpse, so it could be really useful. He has to save it for that. Could have Centaur with the BKB stampeded in the back lines and trying to get him, but yeah, if this Witch Doctor gets off his ward, and I'm just really worried about the 2 BKBs on the cores of LGD. How are they going to stop them? Like, the only thing is the root from the Spirit Bear. And the Spirit Bear we've seen, it just dies in like 2 or 3 hits, and casts we've seen this whole game where the paralyzing cast has just always been perfect, and it always bounces around. And with no Chen creeps around, he only has what, a Wildwind Ripper right now. So it's not much bounces, so the bear's just going to constantly be bounced to a hero most of the time.
So NewBee slowly pull themselves out and look to ward up what they can. Even LGD blocking out this ancient camp thereafter with this sentry, restricting and suffocating them from whatever bits of farm they can find on their own side. And, well, it's looking like a long road for them. It's 35 minutes in, and NewBee have only been able to get 3 kills. Can we just acknowledge that right now? It's very, very rough for them. They have been in ultra PvE mode to try to get at least the itemization they got right here. And I don't know if it's going to be enough. LGD is a squad that has found plenty for themselves. Now they move back, and very precautious glimpse to send Bristle back towards the river as NewBee just hightail it on out from their own woods and back towards safety.
Yeah, it's the gem from the Witch Doctor is really good on the LGD side. It'd be nice to see just one of the supports maybe picking up the gem on NewBee's side, so they can maybe de-ward their side and possibly de-ward these sentries. They keep on blocking. I'd say they'd at least spent 20 sentries this game just blocking the creep camps everywhere, and it's been really impressive just because they always have the money to be able to do this. So it's been really well played from there. Now they know that these maybe it's blocked. Maybe Hal finally realizes it, but.
Okay, we have what looks like Moo throwing together his butterfly, which might be able to help. I don't see an MKB coming together for Sylar anytime soon. He already has 1,500 gold, and your Bristle has got a Saint and Yasha. That could help a little bit, but committing to something like that means you might not have enough gold for your potential buyback, which will be at the ready in less than 3 minutes. So we'll have to see what his decision might be as far as that goes. He's right now he's stalking and watching out from above. Still has 7 seconds on his BKB also, mind you, so we'll see.
Yeah, the problem is that LGD, they have half his physical DPS and half his magical at this game. 2 Ravages, and then you also have to think the Death Ward Ghost doesn't care about the evasion, so even if he gets the Butterfly, Faith is going to be doing a lot of damage.
Oh, they're not putting up much of a defense. They let them get the easy tier 3, and LGD could just very well walk back and go right for Roche. And it looks like that is potentially the game plan here. Take some bits of farm on the way out, and it looks like, I believe, yeah, they have the gems, so they scout out and see if there's any lingering wards that could see them go for this move. And they go right for it. NewBee, though, they're onto them. They smoke up. This is their chance. Leading out the front, Rabbit moves there. The owner going to be procced on them to go right into the pit. Immediately, they're going to BKB and turn right back onto a Moo. Pulls out the Requiem, but now he's trying to get away. He gets assaulted and handled. Over 80 seconds, he's going to be out with no buyback, and it just becomes a quick slaughter. Don't even try to come to our Roche. And NewBee, they tap out. It's over. 3-18. It's not quite the dream, but LGD get their win. Speechless, Ryu? Or maybe your Skype just died. Well, I'm pretty speechless. NewBee only being able to string together 3 kills. Oh, there you go. Hi. Again. Hi, you there?
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I was saying the whole time, I was just like, wow, it's really impressive from LGD. Just once again, they had to go for that Roshan fight. You saw it. If they lose the Aegis and the Cheese, they have nothing left in the tank for the game. And with the refresher untied, I mean, it was just too much. So they were just like all in, baskets all in Rabbit's basket, and then nope, no pull it out of the hat. So
I love it. So now with that, we wrap up heat number 8. LGD get their win. They get to be above 500 now with a 4-3 record. And poor NewBee, they're going to be down now 1-6. And so with that, we're going to be able to move on to our last Dota matchup. That matchup will be what looks like Na'Vi? No. Oh, yeah. It's going to be Na'Vi taking on Hyper Glory Team. Am I right on that? Yeah, I am. All right, that should be fun. We'll be back with that matchup coming up shortly, folks. If you like what you heard, catch me on my Twitter at KotLGuy, and, of course, my great co-caster here, RyuUboruZ, at RyuUboruZ Dota. We'll be back in just a short jiff.